Blessings, everyone. It's the 26th of December 2017, and it's just after 8 in the evening here in Edinburgh. I just wanted to do a short message this evening about the energies over Christmas Day yesterday, and what we're experiencing at a cellular level, and it's continuing today. Yesterday seemed to be extremely deep in terms of the illusion shifting through us. There was a sense of opening, I guess is the word. It felt very connected with the DNA shifting and this energy which is changing our molecular structure within the body. So if you were feeling really sleepy and very quiet yesterday, then I would say yes, touche, definitely. Planetary-wise, when I'm looking at the planet, I can see that there is an absolution, I would call it, happening, which is where the energies are being absolved into the oneness, and it's really asking for us to really gently let go of any perception that we may have of who we are. And reality is beyond that. The absolution is about accepting what needs to go at any particular moment. And I'm saying that, and it's not an easy thing to do if you're involved in other words, if you're actually doing anything other than being silent and having time for yourself, then it can be quite tricky if you're with other people. So there really needs to be an awareness of the need to do what's needed for the release of the energies. And really just being gentle with ourselves and taking care of our energy and taking care of our system. Today it's been slightly lighter, but it seems to be also a day of this absolving of the energies. We're really becoming more and more free into the one energy. So we're more connected as we move forward, I feel, over the coming weeks and months. And we're coming up to the end of the year, of course, and I feel that 2018 is going to be a year of surprises for many people, where you may be surprised at the level of synchronicity, I guess I would call it, or divine intervention, if you want to take it into another level, where the divine is actually taking care of everything and it's coming in, not just to guide, but actually to manifest your desires and your needs more than your desires, I would say. There's a sense of 2018 being a raised year energetically, where we're raised into the platform of the new earth, where there's stability coming in, and a recognition of this within ourselves, that we're actually living on a different level, that the vibration is there for the good, that there is no negativity, that it only is what it is, and that we don't need to look for solutions anymore, because everything is in divine order, and therefore will be flowing towards us and our needs. So it's interesting. When I look at the planet over the coming year, I can see that the Earth is rising in energy, that humanity is becoming more and more free at soul level. There's deeper interconnection with people, where we are connecting through oneness at a deeper level, where there is a sense of just meeting, I would say, meeting each other in the moment. It's taking away the need to organize and to make any plans for anything. It's really just bringing in this flowing source of light that connects us with our essence. So there's a beautiful light there that really allows us to shine together and to share our energies in a light way, the lightness of being. It's wonderful. Climatically, when I look at the climate overall on the planet, I can see that there's there's a lot of sun energy around next year, I feel, for all of us, regardless of where we stay in the world. And that's interesting, I'm saying that, because the sun is looking bigger and much more full. And I spoke about this in an earlier video, but where the sun and the moon are actually, they're blending together, and there's been this merging of the sun and moon energies over the past few years, where there's a fullness there within the sun, which I would say is directly connected with the fullness of the moon. So in lots of ways, it's quite difficult to separate them and bring them into any kind of description of them being identified as sun and moon. It looks as if they're they're really sharing a lot of energy that is coming into unity. I also, the deep message that's within this is about how we can really be at one with ourselves, where the sun is that part of our beingness that allows us to literally shine from a deep awareness of who we are in a natural way. It's not something that we need to think about. We just be and allow it to be what it is. And the moon is connecting with us on a soul level. So we have this connection with the moon, which is really coming through as a place of deep awareness of our journey of life. The mystery that's connected with the moon is lifting, and this is where the sun is coming in, because our path is becoming more and more light, and we're freer there in terms of what we perceive. So the journey should be one of brightness and illumination. The moon is allowing us to really sense within ourselves that magic and the excitement of being connected, where we don't need to see ahead or see the road ahead as much as just be present and allow life to take care of us. It's beautiful. So, very nice. So as we enter into 2018, over the coming weeks, and January looks to be a month of depth again, where we're really taking in a lot of the new earth energy. We're becoming more and more wise in terms of the processes that we're going through. The wisdom is carrying us, and we are able to communicate from a place of depth and wisdom, which really allows us to communicate more deeply with one another through the heart, and really feeling the blessing of this deep heart connection, where we can literally open our hearts to one another freely, without any restriction. It's a real learning process, I feel, for lots of us, about staying in the heart. The heart energy can bring through lots of awareness, and it can be very fearful if we feel that we're vulnerable or that we are sensitive in a moment where we know that we need to speak from our heart or speak our truth at heart level, but we're afraid of how it's going to be received. It's an issue that I've had throughout my life, with deep respect for others, because I guess I always have felt throughout life that there was a need to respect the sacred so deeply in each other. being very non-intrusive, and also at the same time being very open in the heart, and lots of deep love there that connects with others that they might feel. But I haven't had the opportunity to really share this on a level that I would like to, which has been my path, conditioning, and not really feeling that I was meeting others at heart level. And there was a build-up of fear with that, that there might be repercussions or some kind of kickback on the energies. But as I said, it's been my path, and I feel that it's a path that many people will identify with, where we can really live together in harmony, and at heart level we can share our lives on a greater level. The heart is so deeply connected with the higher self, and these wise beings that guide us, and our own wisdom that is connected with the source of life. So it's really beautiful to be in the company of someone who shares wisdom, because there's a deep melting into the present moment that becomes more and more loving and more real, actually. I find it really grounding and very beautiful. So a year, 2018, of heart emergence, more sharing through our hearts, communicating through the heart, being on the road, the path through this ability to recognize the light there, and our purpose, yes, possibly, but more than that, it's really about just knowing that you're stepping forward with an ability to trust and really know deep inside that you're on the path, that you're following your own guidance there. So it's very much connected in with the higher self, and this soul level emergence that's happening at the present time, where we're embodying more and more of our soul connections and our soul presence, I would call it. It's amazing. So I'm just sending everyone a blessing this evening, and I really wish everyone a beautiful 2018 that's coming up. And I know it's another few days yet, but these energies that we're experiencing at the present time, and this particle convergence, is really saying to us to take the space and the time to be present with our process and bless it and enjoy. It's leading us to greater things. So I'll speak to you soon. Namaste.